Emily Dickinson's residence in Amherst, Massachusetts, October 17th, 1880.
What could be holding them up for 30 minutes?
Dickinson was an American poet and was born in 1830. Born to a prominent family in Amherst, Massachusetts, where she spent much of her life in incessant isolation. Dickinson's poems are often characterized by short lines, slant rhymes, and unconventional punctuation. In addition to writing copious amounts of poetry, Dickinson also enjoyed music and played the piano.
Hi, Twain, how are you?
Hi there.
Mark Twain was an author, teacher, humorist, journalist, and entrepreneur who was born in 1835. Twain is the pen name used by Samuel Clemens, known for his sarcastic and satirical tone in his style of writing, regionalism. Some of his works include The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Adventures of Huck Finn, and The Jumping Frog of Calaveras County.
How have you been? Good, how are you? It's so good to see you. Good to see you too. I'm so glad you invited me over.
It's my pleasure.
Jane Addams was born in 1860 and lived in Illinois. She was known for her cognizance when she graduated Rockford Female Seminary as the valedictorian. She wanted to continue her studies in medicine, but she had to defer to her father's choice of moving to Europe so that she had the opportunity to find a husband. When she returned to the United States, she and her friend created and ran the Hull House, a settlement house for the children and the poor of Chicago. The creation of this settlement house and her later projects led to her receiving the Nobel Prize later in her life.
Would you guys like anything from the menu?
Tea, please, and maybe part of a salad.
I think I'll just go with some tea. Thank you.
May I have your plate, please?
Here you go. Thank you. You're welcome. Here's to our accomplishments, whether it may be poems, novels, or even settlement houses. We've accomplished so much, and will continue to do so in the years to come.
Cheers.
Cheers. So how has your family been?
Oh, I'm actually expecting my third child
Oh,
soon.
congratulations.
Congratulations!
Thank you. And how about you, Jane?
I have no interest in finding a husband. I'd rather work on the Pullman strikes and creating my Hull House. How about you, Emily?
My sister-in-law and I keep in touch through letters frequently, and she helps contribute to the creative process a lot.
Sounds great.
Writing's coming along.
It's a new novel called A Tramp Abroad. It's about my friend Harris and I and our travels across Eastern and Southern Europe. We went to France, Italy, Germany, and Switzerland, and we had a great time. How about you?
I lived in London for a couple years, and I wanted to help immigrants eventually when they come to America for all of the great things that we do here. And I want to help them eventually with a settlement house.
How about you, Emily?
Well, the view outside my window is pretty nice, so I'll just stay here. So what were you saying about a settlement house?
I want to create a settlement house like I saw in London to help the poor find jobs, the immigrants assimilate by teaching them English, and help them with their kids and everything by giving a daycare and schooling. There's so much great local color that I want to help everybody, men, women, African Americans, all find jobs. And I hope to do that with a settlement house in a couple years.
That sounds wonderful.
I'm so sorry, Mark, for interrupting. Please continue your story.
I've also finished writing The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and that is the sequel to Adventures of Tom Sawyer. I tried to focus on American hypocrisy. My hair is getting so old now. It's just falling straight off.
So sorry.
I'm so sorry. So, So, how have your writings been?
They've been going well. I've been writing some poems. I try to focus on death, self-identity, nature, immortality, and death.
Like a lot of death there.
Just a little.
Just
I
a
think.
little?
Yeah.
So, what's on that napkin over there?
I wrote a poem while waiting for you both to come.
Oh, really? Do you mind reading it?
Sure, I'd love to. In the fall. If only centuries delayed, I'd count them on my hand. Subtracting till my fingers drop into Van Diemen's land. But now, all ignorant of the length of time's uncertain wing, goes me like the goblin bee that will not state its sting.
Emily, that poem was very poignant. Have you thought about writing anything other than poetry?
No?
Well, butter my butt and call me biscuit. That was a great use of diction. For me, the report of my death was an exaggeration, and all generalizations false, including this one.
So am I wrong?
Butter my butt and call me biscuit? What do you even mean with that?
Isn't that called of mice and men?
It is, yes.
Oh, that actually, oh, you're right.
Yes.
That actually inspired me to write a poem not too long ago about the death of a companion. So I'll see about writing in prose though.
That would be wonderful.
Well, have you tried branching out? Trying short stories or maybe novellas? I wrote a short story called The Jumping Frog of Calaveras County. It's based off of the fact of being too trustful after one of my friends decided to be a cheater at poker. That could be another choice in case novels are too long.
Okay, good.
I just read this wonderful novella about these two guys trying to find jobs. I think their names were George and Lenny. And they were trying to find jobs in California during an economic hardship. May I have some more tea?
Yes, sure. Sorry?
No problem. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's very good tea.
Actually, I've been practicing a minuet lately. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, sounds lovely.
Okay, let's head on to the parlor then.
Of course. That song was simply lovely. I loved it.
That was amazing,
you.
Emily.
Oh my, I think I might have to go soon. I have a train to catch.
Isn't that backwards?
Oh, it is.
You know, I think I should read that for you.
Go ahead, please.
I may have to leave soon as well. They need me back in Chicago to work on something on the Hull House. Can we do this again sometime soon? I'd love to do it. It was so much fun.
I think I need a few years because this was a little exhausting.
You can always ring me.
My rings? Oh no, these are couple rings, but I have both of them because I'm not going to get married, ever.
No, he means a ring as in a telephone ring.
I'm sorry?
A telephone. It was invented a couple years ago by Alexander Graham Bell. It's an easier long-distance way of communicating than, like, a telegram.
Have you been living under a rock?
I do keep up to the newspapers sometimes. So in 77, Hayes ended Reconstruction by pulling up the last federal troops out of the South. And in this election, we have Arthur as a Republican and Weaver as a Greenback. And what's the last one? Our Democrat is Hancock.
Oh, I see. Keeping up with the news.
At the end of Reconstruction, don't you think the South was let back in and treated too easily?
Yes, of course. I think in the Reconstruction, racism should have been a much bigger focus. I'm disappointed in America.
Yes, the way we treated the African Americans after they were finally freed is just wrong. There's still so much racism and the Jim Crow laws that are being made and all of this stuff. They're now free people.
Yes.
Why is this still happening?
It's completely dreadful. I know.
Definitely. Wait, isn't it time for you to go for your train?
Oh my gosh, it is. I better run.
Yes, I should probably be leaving as well. I need to be back in Chicago tomorrow.
Well, it was so nice to see you all.
It was so very lovely. We should be doing this again.
It's my pleasure to have you along. I hope we can meet up again soon.
Yes, I will enjoy that thoroughly.
Goodbye!
Goodbye.
It was so lovely
It
to
was so
see you.
lovely to see you too. I hope we can do this again.
I would love to. Whenever you're ready to, I'd love to. Thank you so much again.
My pleasure.
Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this to you. It's waterproof mascara.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
I love it. Thank you. Bye. Goodbye. Bye.
Hero. Why waterproof?
Vocabulary used earlier in the video. Incessant, continuing without interruption. Copious, a large quantity. Satirical, a type of writing that criticizes social conventions. Tone, writer's attitude towards the subject. Regionalism, tendency to write about a specific geographic area. Cognizance, knowledge. Defer, courteous and respectful. Local color, use of details unique to a geographic region. Diction, writer's choice of words. Poignant, sharp, severe, causing emotional or physical anguish.
I wish I was in my younger days when my mustaches would stay on my face.
I can relate. Okay, what comes
Can you though? You're a girl.
Go ahead.
Oh my god, love this tea. Wonderful. Oh my god, drop my mustache there. No bueno.
This one is a little cat, and this one is a fish, and this one is a bigger cat, and I'm gonna be a cat lady all my life. So where's this train going to?
This train is going to Europe.
Okay.
What? Oh, we're in